Eve, everybody. Can you believe it? We are now just 24. Well, most of you are 24 hours away from the start of the brand new season. We are still not. Now we're December the 1st. Yeah, we are December the 1st. Yeah, but some of you will be tonight celebrating new season Eve. For us, it's new season Eve. Because of course the Frost season does not begin until this coming Sunday when they'll be hosting the New York Sirens. But the 2 begins tomorrow. With the 2 teams that lost to our Minnesota in the playoffs, the Fleet at Scepters, and you've got the Charge at Le Victoire de Montreal. And then for us and New York, it gets underway the next day. But we are very excited, are we? Can you believe it, guys? We are now just 24 hours away to start year 2. Crazy. I think since the end of the draft, because that's obviously when officially year 1 concluded, it felt so weird to now start talking year 2. When it only feels like yesterday that us 3 were rolling on the floor in jubilation. And she's not joking. No, she's not joking. You know, the youth acronym of, you know, rolling on the floor. He laughed at. Yeah, we were rolling on the floor and crying. It was a very tough month of May for us in support Minnesota. It was a very hard month, but we got through it. But we were all full jubilation and we got back for it. That's when a tear started flowing. It was like, oh my god. But I do get what you mean, lady. It does feel very weird that we are now literally talking about the start of year 2 when literally, you know, it's only been like, what, a couple of months ago that we had taken the crown in Boston. But yeah, it's crazy. I know, aren't we so ready to go? We are. Oh yeah, we've been more excited at the start of this than we have at the start of the AHL, let's be honest. Yeah. I've been looking forward to the start of the AHL and the PWHL season more than the AHL season, despite the fact we did have a good summer, but I'm just like, yeah, well, because I think deep down you know you've still got a few more years of misery to come in the AHL before you can see the light of day. Yeah, but the tunnel's now there. Yeah, the light's now there. Just gotta move the train to the station. But anyway, no. Oh, we are just so excited to get ready to go. Yeah, but so much has happened since then. Now, we have a very special show for you today. Now, we teased this back in... When did we do the championship show? Was it before? It was before you two went to London. Yeah, because we did. Yeah, because it was only a few days after the championships that we won the championship that I was in London for this year's London Series of the Phillies. In fact, since I'm already logged into my Google, I can actually go on my YouTube and give you the dates of that. So, bear with. You might end up hearing my child trailer. Hoping not. No. So it was a live. We did it as a live episode. So it was June the 4th. Yeah, it's the week. Yeah, we recorded that we recorded our championship celebration show the week of the London series. It was a few days before me and Put were going to head down. I was going to be at London for the weekend. Yeah. On that show, we teased we were going to do a very special show to look back on the year as a whole, because for that show we just focused on our team and the championship we won. But we wanted to look back on the PWHL as a whole, because there's so many things that the league got done right. We just want to, you know, acknowledge that as well, and we might put little downers on it as well. Some things that we think the league needs to change or improve on. Yeah, as a whole. Yeah. So, guys, what was the initial thoughts for going into... Before we get to the things we'll talk, what was the initial thoughts going back... Let's go back to September of 2023. I believe that's when the free agencies were announced. Yeah, I think it was. So, obviously, the PWHL was announced at the very end of August of 2023. And I knew straight away I was going to get involved. Lady knew she was going to get involved. And I couldn't pick my team. You were struggling to pick your team. And in the end, you came to me and said, right, you know where you're going to go. I'll join you. And I'll then vote Pluto in. And that's... But... Yeah. So I'm kind of done as the roped in. But I've just been going on PSA just as much as you can. I know, it feels weird to call you that. But initially, I don't think you were going to be involved. And you're going to be with the other members of the pack. You're going to be with the Eastern Conference members of our pack and just be the supporting rod. But no, you really got roped in. Well, that's what happens in heterosexual relationships, George. The man has to do what the woman says. Fair dues! Fair dues, yeah. Fair dues. Well, yeah. Yeah, very well. Yeah, yeah, very well then. Yeah, so it was September. It was in September. Yeah, so September the. I'm trying. It was in September. Oh, I thought of the date then, but not on it. Hold on. So I'll try to look at the dates when free agency signs were made. Right, let's go back to... There you go. Right, so September the 6th. So let's go back to September the 6th, when we got the first three players under our belt. What was your initial what were your thoughts going into the league? It's quite hard, actually, because obviously this has never been done before. And, you know, with it being a brand new league, you've got no idea whether the Panthers are going to show up or not. Was this ever really going to work? So I just think, I don't know, of course I think, you know, given how we were trying to get used to being the team we just hoist our master, it was like, I think we were prepared to just roll along with it. That's what I felt. Yeah. So, I don't know if I had any expectations. Well, no, because you weren't roped in. So, the Pluto is very much, here's the team, that's who you're going to root for, we're all united, despite being SoCal, NorCal, but just deal with it, alright? Yeah, I don't think I had really expectations, just, I think I agree later, I think we were just ready to see how it rolled. You? You did? I actually had hopes that this was going to actually, for the league as a whole, not. I actually had some player hopes because a lot of these players I had recognised from the Olympics. Because before the PWHL, the only time I could see women's hockey was every 4 years at the Winter Olympics. So a lot of these players I recognised, like Harry Knight, Natalie Spooner, of course Kendall, recognised them from Olympic rosters. And that's really good for a brand new league. If you know some of the players already, it just makes that a little bit more easier compared to where it was. If you go back to 15 years ago, then to the AHL, no credit these players were. The whole, so we go now on Minnesota. For me, going into year one, I felt we had a very strong team with a lot of potential. Yeah, I mean, obviously we got the right to take Taylor Heisey first overall. We won that. There's the rest of the draft was going along. I kind of felt we are drafting really good top-notch quality players here. And I think maybe this has got the makings of a good team. Yeah, I felt that. Yeah, because it looked like the pieces were there. Yeah, for a potential championship roster, but maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't have a problem if this last season, you know, we ended up with kind of like a Montreal season where the pieces are there, the potential's there, but we're not quite there yet. And I think that's where the Big 12 are right now. They've got all the pieces, it's just they're maybe a year or two away from that full potential. So is Lady calling Montreal Big 12 a World Cup champion in the wings? Well, how can you not? They've got Marie Claire. Yeah, but you could argue that about Boston with Harry Knight. You could the Fleet. Yeah, you could argue about that with the Toronto Scepters with Natalie Spooner. Yeah, you could argue that with the New York Sirens with players like Shelton, Alex Carpenter, Sarah they just took this year. Yeah, and Ottawa. Come on, you got an A1! Don't leave the charge out! I don't know. I can't fit. Oh, Pluto! We're gonna get slated by Oscar now. No, but I kind of felt the piece of that. I was not expecting us to come out strong at the game. No, I was not expecting that. And we were the only team to win our home opener. We were the only team to win its home opener. So, and when we got to home opener, we were very nervous because we just thought, right, Toronto's fallen, Ottawa's fallen, New York's fallen, Boston, we just beat Boston, and we're next. It's like, oh. That was our only win over Montreal. No, it wasn't. That was our first win over Montreal, I should say. Sorry. Oh, keep it in the shootout! She forgot the shoot. It's been on, So that was our only convincing win, what I would say over Montreal. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because the rest of... That's what I wanted to say. I don't know, the lady is easy. I've got tongue-tied plenty of times on video, so it's fine. That was our only convincing win over Montreal. The other wins were the other win we got was a close one. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you boys. I didn't really know the team expectations what to expect. I did not expect us coming out the gate. I did not expect us to be contenders for top of the league. And I don't think I can blame us thinking, well, what we got to the World Cup for? Well, yeah, because we did we. When we got to the championship break, did we peak too soon? Can we dare say that? Well, I wouldn't have blamed anyone if they did. Yeah. Yeah, so not. It was only about 4 or 5 months, so not a lot of time to say that. Whereas in Major League Baseball, since we're mentioning the London series and the Phillies, you did peak too soon. We did! And I said it! I said, during the second season, I did say, in response to all the UK Phillies posts, I said, have we peaked too soon? And Dave Shaw came out and said to me, no, we haven't. I'm like, right, okay, I'm going to trust it because he's the veteran and I'm the transfer. But we did peak too soon. We should be in that World Series instead of series that beat the Yankees. I'm going to call it that. But we did. But no, I don't think I'll be thinking of Minnesota peaked too because it was a worrying moment because this team should have at least been a playoff team. And that very nearly got taken away from us. If the Charge were not the centres for that last game of the regular season, I don't think we probably would have done it. No, I don't think we would have. Yeah. So it's quite hard to tell what expectation we had going to the start of last season. Because it's a brand new league. You don't know how this is going to go down to a couple of games. But I think it's fair to say, once the games got underway, you just saw the enthusiasm and the level of engagement. And this league took off really. Because it was a huge gamble to do this to start this league on New Year's Day. Yeah. Huge gamble. But the gamble paid off. Because you easily could have said, right, but it's too late to start it now for 23-24. We'll wait till next year. Especially as no one's got names or brands. But no. They were determined to get this product out on the ice. And it worked. Yeah. And we spent this past inaugural season just literally praising the league non-stop. We have. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through a couple of areas that we want to highlight. And then what we'll do after that is, if there's any other things you can think of that we want to see change in the league, we can do that. Okay, right. So the first thing we wanted to point out is, of course, the point system. Now, I, for the last, say, 6 or 7 years, have been arguing that the point system in that the way the men's leagues do it needs to change. Because you're not seeing the parity in the National Hockey League right now. It's the National actually, I'll just download the document to make it easy to scroll through. Yeah, it's not easy to do it on Google Docs. So I'll come on with it. Parity in the NHL right now does not exist. Either you are a contender for the Stanley Cup playoffs or you're just a bottom feeder. And you're there to make up the numbers. Yeah. And it takes a very, very long time for you to get out of the position you're in. So, like for you, George, right now, because you've gone from perennial playoff contender to bottom of the pack, it's going to take you a very long time to get back to where you once were. Oh, I know. And I'm actually here for it. I don't mind going through the rebuild. Because, as a hockey fan, I know this is what you have to do. Whereas some hockey fans don't realise what I've got to do. I'm not going to name any names. Vegas Golden Knights! Yeah. But the parity AHL, and you two could agree with me, and the Eastern Conference members of our pack, if they were here, would also agree with us that that parity by the AHL, it does not exist. It's always the same teams now, year in, year out, that are considered the contenders for Stanley Cup, and it never changes. Which is why I always think it's always hilarious when we have a surprise moment in the AHL, like with the Panthers, made this like files in 2023. I always love it in the AHL when there's a little surprise moment because people don't see coming. I guess I ask myself, why is that? Because you were too busy focusing on, say, the Avalanche when you should have been focusing on the Panthers. So parity does not exist. And I feel like that's argued to with the point system. In the men's hockey league, it's two for a win, regardless of its regulation or overtime. It's 1 point you lose in overtime or shootout, and you get nothing for regulation loss. Now, the PWHL, that was done differently. And I love this point system. So in the PWHL, it was 3 points for a win in regulation. It was 2 points for a win if your team got the victory in either overtime or a shootout. It was 1 point if you lost in overtime or a shootout. And of course, nothing for regulation. And you could see the competitiveness on every single game. Because every team wanted to make sure that they got those 3 points in the bag. Absolutely, nobody on that ice left any points uncollected. And because the beauty of the point system meant that you had a constantly flipped standings every single week. Yeah. Whereas the AHL, the standings, they kind of once the first kind of 7 or 8 weeks are out of the way, then the points start to sort of tighten, and you barely see any adjustments. The PWHL, it was constantly, and that's the beauty of it. And it just showed that, literally, if teams wanted to secure a playoff berth, they have to go out there, they have to get those points back. And we always do talk about, you know, if you got... And a weird... And I do remember we did have a couple of frost victories in overtime or a shootout, and I remember thinking, but that should have been regulation. It just felt like, we could have got that. Yeah. And especially, given how we literally got in on the narrowest of margins, if some of those overtime or shootout wins had happened in regulation, we would have been over the line. We wouldn't have had that fear. But would we still have been in 4th place, though? Probably, but it would have been secured a lot sooner than it did. It wouldn't have gone down to the wire. Yeah. No, but I loved it, because it just made the league competitive. It made you want to come back each week, you know, because you knew that whoever was there at the top last week, probably not going to the top by the end of this week. It was brilliant. And you saw it, because every team played the full 6 minutes because they wanted to get a regulation win. Hockey's one of those rare sports where we can't have draws. Yep. It's either we've got to have a winner, or we've got to have a loser. It's no draws. You know, sometimes you do watch hockey and think, if only we had draws in hockey. Because you kind of feel like both, because sometimes, again, you watch it and think, well, both teams deserve something. But it can't be that way. It can't be that way. Yeah. And Andrew is right, you saw competitive hockey every single night from all 16. We always, in sports, they always say that anybody could beat everyone on any given night. But in some sports leagues, that's not proven in practice, and I think this league really should have anybody on everybody could beat them. Oh yeah, I mean, we technically should have had that season series over Ottawa. We should have had this a clean sweep, but we didn't. Probably should have had the season sweep on the Sirens, but didn't. But there you go. Probably should have been Boston in the regular season series, but didn't. But did it where it counted, so you can maybe sort of reconcile that one. Yeah. But you got what I mean. And that's the point of it, because you saw the teams were really desperate to get those regulation wins, because they knew the importance of winning regulation. I mean, yeah, winning the title shot, yeah, it's still fine. But when you look at the bigger picture, you go, well, hang on, oh no, that's cost a point. Because they're getting the full 3, you're only going to get 2. So it kind of takes the jubilation out of your sale, and we have had that a few times this normal season, where we're like, yeah, we're really happy, but then we won, but then oh, it wasn't in regulation. We only got 2 points. We didn't get all 3. Nah, but anyway, there you go. That's one of the beauty things as well. Yeah, we love that. Right, next thing, jailbreak goal. Now, if you were to, this time last year, ask me to explain what a jailbreak goal is, I wouldn't be able to do it, because I would not have heard of it. No. And I think jailbreak goal needs to get put in the dictionary. I mean, this was literally unheard of for me, before the PWHL did it this year. Now, this is one of the things that they trialed in the Utica scrimmage that was held in December last year. So just before the start of the regular season, and it was something that worked really well that they implemented for the regular season. Yeah. So quickly explain what I mean. So, as you all know in hockey, we have what is called a power play and a penalty kill unit. If a team's player commits an offence, they will sit in the box for a minimum of 2 minutes, but a bit serious, it could be potential 5 or game match penalty. Now, in a standard game of hockey, if a team on the penalty kill scores, their player stays in the box. Yeah. That's what we call a short-handed goal. But here in the PWHL, that's not the case. In the PWHL, if the team on the penalty kill scored, their player came out the box, and that ended the penalty. And very quickly in the league, it got coined the phrase jailbreak goal. Because essentially, you're basically breaking your player out of jail. Yeah, you can't. It's kind of doing like a busting the jail, and you got the player out. Like the Great Escape. Without the need to dig for tunnels. Yep. Brilliant. And for you, George, this answers a really big question that you have had for yourself. Well, yeah, well, going back to since season 2 of Tier Report, we have been asked the question of what would you rather have? Would you rather have a top-notch party kill unit that is killing party after party after party, but have like a rusty power play? Or would you rather you have your power play fire with all cylinders, but not a great party kill? And I think we've answered what's better. Ask that question. In the PWHL, you want to make sure your power play is on all cylinders, because if you give up a shorthanded goal, it's not really the end of the world. Nah. Your team's not... Okay, yeah, they got one back, but your team still is on the power play. It's no biggie. But if you were to concede a jailbreak goal, that was mentally playing that in the mind more, because not only has the team who was on the party kill got a goal back, but also they got their player out the box. Essentially, any extra power play time you would have got from the rain party. Yeah. And we did see a few jailbreak goals across the sea. We did, and we even got to see one in the World Cup finals. Oh, that was a pretty one. Was it Grace Sunwinkle? I think it was Grace Sunwinkle that got it. It was a beauty goal. It was pretty, yeah. And yeah, we've got a special do you want to show the special chat? Yeah. We have got for whenever a jailbreak goal happens, we've got a special chant, haven't we, where it's scored. So I'll let you two do it. Okay. Okay. So this is what's it. So imagine. So actually, you mentioned it. So imagine Grace Sunwell has just scored a jailbreak goal for the Frost. So you've got the goal sirens just blaring. Queen's not playing Ducks for me now. And then we go, jailbreak, jailbreak, jailbreak! That's our jailbreak goal chant. So when we do get to go to Minnesota and a jailbreak goal gets scored, you hear us doing that. That's why. But yeah, and something that I've never even heard of before the start of the inaugural season of PWHL, and I think it's been brilliant. I think that needs to go in the dictionary. Because a lot of people don't know what it is. They're not going to know. Especially the new fans who are going to come in for this season. They're not going to really know what we're talking about with jailbreak goal. And now they will. But it's just been, something brilliant. And it's just, it makes the game different. Which is what the PHL's done. Yeah, they found ways to make this game different. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the next one of those is the gold plan, which I need to put quite low down on the running order. Do you want to come back to it? No, we'll do goal plan now, then we'll go back to the running order. Okay. Right, yes, so the goal plan. So this was announced during the regular season, where we were getting towards near the championship break, and of course the playoffs right on the horizon. And then now it's been called the goal plan. Now, the goal plan is a way to stop what I hate the most about hockey, and that is tanking. I hate it. I hate tanking. Period. I always hate it when fans are like, oh, we're tanking, but so tanking. I'm like, I really hate tanking. I've seen quite a few shots over the last few years do it. I don't like it. Okay? Because there is no, and as we found out in 2023, there is no guarantee, just because you've got good draft odds, the lottery, does not guarantee you're going to get so player. And you know what? I'm so glad we didn't win the draft lottery in 2023 because I did not want him. I think you were one of the very few people in 2023 who openly said, I don't want Connor Bedard. I didn't want him. What's he done for Chicago the last since he's been there. Nothing. And the game win the Classic. Nothing. I'd rather have got Marcus Zerbrini any day over Commodore. Just because mathematically your season's now over, that does not mean you've got the right to then just throw away these remaining games to try and get better draft odds or stock up potential draft picks. It's not right. It's not fair to us fans who support you win or lose. Especially not fair to those people who spend thousands of dollars to actually attend an actual live game. It's not right. So, the PWHL created what is called the gold plan. So, the way a gold plan works is, once a team in the PWHL is mathematically eliminated from what are called playoff contention, the points they earn in the remaining games go towards the gold plan. And the team that has got the most gold plan points at the end of the season gets the right to pick the first overall draft pick in the upcoming PWHL draft. This was a brilliant plan. Only problem is the execution. Yes, because nobody, let's face it, nobody saw the playoff races going right down to the wire. No. We're going to keep making a championship break. Even though we did end up winning the World Cup. But what happened if it didn't go? Exactly. I know people should say, why do you keep mentioning it? Your team won. But there was a very high chance we nearly blew it. And we would have been spending the entire World Cup playoffs going, should have been me! Yeah. It should have been me! We would have got all bicker diddly on you. Oh god, Plum would have to do the dad dancing. and I get to punch Richard Armitage in the face. And who it was that played his so-called Mrs., but it wasn't his sister. I can't remember who it was played by. There's some famous actress, but I can't remember. Bicker Diddy went out of the high. Yeah, gold player, back to your point. Yeah. Nobody expects the player race to go right to the wire, because you go into the international championship break. Frost, Scepters, Victoire, those three should have been locked. Scepters got themselves locked. Victoire got themselves locked. We did not. We faltered. Yeah, we dropped all 5 of our last games after the championship break. The Fleet got themselves back into playoff position, and the Charge only needed 1 point, and they could have got in. They needed a regulation win, and that would or oh no, they needed it to go into overtime to guarantee they would get in. Yeah, because they would have got a point, and that would have sent us out, and it didn't. Yeah. And I remember us staying up late to follow that game, so that I could then give the news of if we were going to be in or out, and it was a very nervous night. It was a long night. And it was also in tears because we couldn't believe we got it. Because I think we prepared for the worst. Yeah, we were. But there you go. Yeah, so in the end, it didn't mean that the Sirens won it by default. They did, because the Sirens got eliminated quite early, whereas the Charge was still very much in the hunt. Yeah, so that kind of meant that the Sirens mathematically won it by default. And so obviously the Sirens this year got to pick Serafine in the first round of this year's draft, which of course was held in Minnesota. Do we think that expansion will make the goal plan work better? Yeah, I think that's the only benefit I can see to the potential expansion teams coming in, say, early as next season. Because you go from a 16 league to an 18 league. That's 4 teams that are not going to qualify for the playoffs. So that should mean the playoff races could maybe end a little bit quicker for some teams. And it means that the goal plan could then be brought in and competitive. Because the goal plan's a great idea, and I hope we do keep it going forward. Because you're right, Flo, no one expected the playoff race to go right down to the last day. It was the last day! They went down to the last day of the regular season, but they didn't need to. Now, if we had got our 1 point earlier, it would have ended on the penultimate day, because the penultimate day, the Fleet beat the Victoire, and that got the Fleet in, and then that would have meant the last day could have been just a formality, because the Charge knew they couldn't do it, but of course, didn't happen. No, didn't go that way. Yeah, so I think right now that's the only positive I can see to the league expanding quickly, so that the goal plan can actually be used properly, and we can do like a proper comparison in seasons gone by with the goal plan. It's better, because I agree with you, George. Should never tank. I say what? You know what she meant! Don't mucky the programme. You know what she meant! Yeah, you should never be put in a situation where you should be deliberately wanting to tank. But, at the end of the day, it all depends. I know. It was a good thing, but I think Ladies right. When we expand to 8 teams, then you add another 2 and another 2 and so forth. The goal plan will then become more effective because more teams in the league means less chance for wide open playoff races. There you go. Yeah, it was a good thing. Right, let's go back then, shall we? Shall we? Oh, I've got parity. We've already covered parity, haven't we? We have. Oh, what's it done now? Oh, for God's sake. We've already covered parity. Do you want to say anything more about parity, or should we just go to the next item? We can quickly cover it again, real quickly. I just want to say how shocked I was to see the parity across all 6 teams. I know some people were saying, well, hang on, the Sirens didn't actually win that many games. Well, you're right, because there was a great big stonking points gap between the Sirens in 6th place, the Charge and Biff. But at one point, the Sirens were competitive. I mean, at the end of the day, the Sirens did win the first ever game of the PWHL. There you go. And it was the Sirens player that scored the first ever goal in the PWHL. So, the Sirens, every team last season at one point was competitive, including the Sirens, including the Charge. Unfortunately, though, the numbers tell a different story. Well, that's the problem in life, isn't it? Isn't it? Yep. That's the problem in life. But for all 6 teams to be competitive, and for all 6 teams to be able to beat any team on a given night, that is what you want to see in a sports league. That's what people do. Because it gets people excited. It gets people feeling, well, I've got a chance, rather than they look at the opponent and think, oh, we're playing men today, are we? Yeah, that's another 3 points gone in the bin. I get what you mean. Because in our division, there are some matchups I go, no, I'm not in the mood tonight. Nah, I'm not in the mood. Because you just know it's going to be an uphill battle from the start, and we'll be lucky if we can get any. Do you want to name and shame, George? Oh, you know I love to name and shame. Vegas, obviously. Calgary, because Calgary's a bit hit and miss with us. And dare I say, Vancouver. We haven't really done well against Vancouver the last few years. Dare I say Edmonton, even though I do love Colin McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. You haven't done well against Edmonton quite a few times. Yeah, that's just in terms of division. Did you also be going to say our Kings? I thought it was... No. It's very evenly matched between our 2 sides these days. It's very evenly matched. But I get what it means. Yeah, sometimes with in the NHL, I do look at some of the part sharks, but not sort of thing. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long bar, isn't it? Especially with Boston. Whenever we play Boston, I just know immediately. Yep, no points for us tonight. Do you know when the last time we beat Boston was? No, 2015. Yep. The last time the Sharks have beat Boston was in 2015. That's nearly 10 years now, folks. It's been a long 10 years. There you go. But I get what Lenny's point is. But you do have that in the PHL. Now, I don't think I don't think there was any matchup last season we did not look forward to. No. And long may that continue. No. Long may that continue, because we don't want to be in the position where we go, oh, I hate them! I don't like them! I want them! Why we gotta play them tonight? Yeah, throw your handbag around, lady. Throw your handbag around. I don't want to see them! Have you got any matches in the AHL that you just don't like? That you just kind of feel, that's a write-off? Oh, it was tricky, wasn't it? Yeah, because especially the last years we've now got back to third contention. Probably Alberti. Oh, definitely Alberti! Look at her say! You can't not say Alberta! Oh, no. Don't go there. Don't go there. Plur's going to have to go for a hissy fit if we get Emerson again this year. Oh, God. Well, right now they are struggling, the Oilers. They are right now. They're struggling. No, RC George. I would just basically just hide him under the table, because he will throw a hissy fit if we get matched with Edmonton again. It's getting unbearable now. Yeah, it really is. These guys have faced Edmonton in the last 3 playoffs, and they've lost every time. And what's really interesting is the series have ended shorter every single time. So their first match in 2022, it's a 7-game blitzer. Then 2023 was 6 games. Then this past gone, it was 5. And I made the joke of, "Woo, maybe get swept this time round next year," which did not go down well. It did not. It did not go down well. But yeah, okay. But apart from that, I'm not too sure. But parity, long may the parity reign. Yeah. Because the moment the parity slips and certain teams dominate over others, it's basically just the AHL, but with handbags and makeup. Yep. And us girlies, we can throw far if we want to. Yes, we had a few scrubs doing this shit. Yeah, Tempers did fly. It's interesting. But a lot of people were probably thinking, oh, well, women hockey players don't do fights. No, they don't. No, they do. They do. Oh, us girls, we can throw a good left winger we wanted. And Tempers did throw a few frost games, but it never got to the full-blown scale of, right, ding dong, get them on the floor. Which is how it always ends in the AHL. Or eventually the referees just get bored and just go, right, break it up! Yeah, and I'm literally just on my phone. Yeah, I can't deal with fighting. Just go and play with the game. You want to go and fight. Go and be in WWF. Yeah. Anyway. So we can move on from parity. Right. The only other thing I've got is, well, there's actually 2 other things I've got. The other 2 things I've got is the global reach and the neutral site games. That we've pretty much covered it all. So should we do global reach first? Yeah. Okay, global reach first. Right. So, one of the main important things that you need to have in any sports league is the ability to appeal to outside your market. So, let's go back to the day 1 of PWHL on New Year's Day. I got on the PWHL YouTube channel. I knew the PWHL had a YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. I saw on the PWHL YouTube channel a live stream set up for that first game of the league between the Sirens and the Scepters. And I just thought to myself, it's probably just like a one-time thing, it probably wouldn't last. Next day, the next game was set up. And then, the day after, our first game was set up. So we watched it. We watched the stream. We thought, oh, it was lovely. But probably wasn't going to actually go. Our next Frost game, we got that. And it carried on, and on, and on, and on. And we got the whole of the regular season, the whole of the playoffs, and the draft live for free on YouTube. Now, you dare me. No, I dare you, sorry. you try and tell me, I should say. No. I dare you, in the comments, to try and tell me 5 other sports leagues in anywhere in the world that does that. I'll wait. Because they won't. They won't do it. I dare you. In the comments below, I dare you to name me 5 other sports leagues. I dare you to name me 5 other sports leagues in the world that does this. And we couldn't believe it, because we were like, oh, this is great. Yeah, but we thought it probably won't last. No. So, and I think we got to maybe say mid-February, we're kind of like, yeah, we're just going to roll it now. We're not going to worry about if we can or cannot watch. We're just going to go roll with it. Yeah. Amazing. And what was great is how a lot of our games were actually UK-friendly times. Yeah. Yeah. Really friendly. Yeah. I haven't done the conversions yet. My phone has, because of course I've got all our games put on my Google Calendar, and that has done the Thai conversions. I've not done, but I think we have got quite a fair few UK friendly times again this season. So that's good. Yeah. Yeah, because some of these games were about 7 o'clock UK time, tea time UK time, about 5 PM UK time. Yeah, because some were matinee games in the Eastern team zones. Some were 10 PM. It was. Can any of you remember the latest game? I think the latest game we had as a start time was maybe 1 AM. Yeah. But that's probably typical for a central team compared to us three in California. Yeah. Yeah. That was so great, yeah. I really hope that the PHL continues this. Yeah. Right now I do not know what the plan is for year 2. I really hope it is going to be continue doing YouTube. I really hope so. Yeah. But we do not know. But I have said, if they do go to a PHL TV model, like the WHL, I would buy it, because we have taken this league to heart. We love this league, and we want to see this league excel. Can I just make something controversial about that with the YouTube side? And it will probably be controversial. Go ahead. I just think that maybe the YouTube site should be made available only to the international markets. So what you say? Well, because the US and Canada viewers, they got access to TV channels. You gotta pay for them. I know. You gotta pay for them. Yeah, but so what? You gotta pay for everything in life. It's true. Nothing in life is free. No. Except social media. That's the only thing that's free in life. Everything else you gotta pay for. But they've got so many options, the US and Canada viewers, for TV. Yeah. Whereas we here in the UK and potential other people around the world haven't got that option. They can't get ESPN. They can't get Sportsnet. They can't get TSN. They can't get those. So I just feel like maybe, and you have seen it before, geo-blocking. You have seen it done before, where certain people in certain countries cannot watch things in a country. Like how we can't watch anything from the UK if we're in the States. Yeah. Because we in the UK are brilliant when it comes to our on-demand services for our TV channels, because you've got iPlayer, ISBX, all that. If you were to go abroad, so should we use Corrie? Yeah. Okay, so if we are ever on holiday in the States, we can't go on ISBX in the States and catch up on that night's Corrie because we're not in the States. Yeah. Well, yeah. If we're in the UK and we accidentally missed it, I've got to record it on the telly, we could then go on ISBX and do it because we've been in the UK. Yeah. But if we ever go to the States, we can't catch up. Yeah. It's the same iPad, because I remember our first trip to San Jose. we flew out on the day of the 2018 UDSI, which of course led to the UK's entry for the 63rd Eurovision Song Contest in Lisbon. I was hoping to watch that on the iPlayer, but we got to that hotel, tried to watch it, because it was only like a 90-minute thing, tried to watch it, couldn't go on iPlayer, it wouldn't play because I was not in the UK. So I had to then basically watch our entry performance on YouTube. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah. So geo-blocking does exist, it does happen. I will give you an example there. But, I don't know. I can see your point, but US Canadian viewers will look at that and think, well, hang on, why was I allowed to watch for free in year 1, but I'm now not allowed to watch for free in year 2? Well, that's their problem. that's their problem. I mean, you know, you get one. I do get what you mean, but I'm just like, I kind of feel like, George, I kind of think that the US Canadians would then kick up a fuss. They've got enough to kick up a fuss about. Well, I know, but I can see that premise where some fans would argue, hang on, I was allowed to watch for free last year, but I can't watch for free this year. I've got to pay my TV license. Or go on Amazon Prime. Or go on Amazon Prime, yeah, because in Canada, they're now really upping Amazon Prime, especially with the Canadian teams in the AHL. They are, yeah. I would not be surprised in saying a few years' time, Canadian viewers can only watch AHL on Amazon Prime or by AHL.TV. What we've got to do, yeah. But no, I can see the point. Yeah, because I think live stream on YouTube, it really should be for the international viewers only, like us, who make the commitment to stay up late, not get any sleep, and crack out the cocoa. And on some occasions, the brownies. Yeah. That's how dedicated we are, folks. Yeah. But yeah, it was a really great thing, because we did for the first few games, we were thinking, oh well, I doubt we'll be able to do it next game, will we? Or next one. And then, yeah, it got to where we were like, yeah, this is a done deal now. Yeah, just roll with it. Just roll it. Yeah, just roll it. The fact that a lot of our games were UK-friendly times, it meant that we didn't have to worry about not being able to watch it live, and then, oh, someone's then yeah. Can I just say one thing though with the YouTube? I actually would like to see game highlights. I've got no problem with continuing the live streams, but once you've done the live stream, you should then do highlights. Well, they've got like condensed games, so. And in fact, if you go on the PWHL YouTube channel, I'll put go get your phone. I'll show you what I mean. Okay. So. Might take a few moments. Okay, so you go. Right, there you are. Okay, let me talk you through it. So go on playlists. Okay, scroll. There you go. PHL 2024 season condensed game archives. Okay. So there is a playlist on the PHL YouTube channel. There's a playlist where you've got all of the games from last season, but it's condensed. So they take away all the intermissions and all that. Yeah, that's fine. But what if you haven't got time to do that? Yeah, because I've got it plenty of times. I found a YouTube video I'll watch, which is quite a lengthy video. They're not that long. Right. So I think maybe for this season, it's a good, it's a good. It's got the World Cup as well. Uh, yeah. So it's got all our systems in these games. Okay. I don't mind that, but it's a bit lengthy. So say this season we were to miss one, I would rather want to have a game highlight than a condensed game, because when are we going to find time to get around watching that? Yeah, so that's well, all 6 teams need to update YouTube content. I know, right? There's hardly any YouTube content on any of these teams' YouTube channels, and they've been around for a year now. Now I know I can't talk, but while you were building, no, your defense, Jordan, is you were building your confidence. You were starting small, and you worked your way up. Exactly. Some people. Whereas I don't know what the PHR's excuse was. Toronto's not even got their intro video. I know, right? Toronto mocked up the in-depth preview looks video with not having their intro video. So thank you very much, Swifties. Oh, don't tell me about his way of thinking. They made him a jersey! They made him a jersey! They're really trying to go potato! They made him a jersey! Right. So what they did with that's great. It's just that's a change I think. I'd like the option to have game highlights as well as condensed games. Well, maybe condensed games could stay on the YouTube on the PHL's one, but the actual teams they should make game highlights themselves. Little game packages like Barracuda do, because Barracuda. Okay, AHL highlights videos are very short. They're about 2-3 minutes long. But each team gets to their own little stamp on it. And I think that's what you see from the PHL. So the PHL can still do live streaming and the condensed games, but I think each team should take the games and then do highlights packages and do their own stamp on it. That's what I think we should do. Yeah, that was very good. Yeah, and long may it continue. Oh please, yeah, because that's how you grow your audience. Yeah, being free to air on YouTube. That is how you grow your audience. You saw it in the live chats. You saw lots of people from all over the world got tuned in. A lot of the chats were about what the team names could be and all that. So we'll miss that this season because we'll do that. Oh no, this year the main focus of the live chat will be who's going to get a new expansion team. Well, I'll just put Seattle. Give one to buy. Yeah. Give boy a little sister. Come on. Yep, there you go. there you go. It's bad, we engaged. It got engagement. It got engagement up and running. It got growing. And it was able to way to grow this league a lot quicker than other leagues probably would have done. But there you go. Yeah. The final thing I've got is the neutral site games. Now, we don't really see that many neutral site games at all now in the HL, because I don't think you can really count the Global Series as a neutral site game because they count towards regular season standings, just like how whenever teams in MLB come to London, that counts for the regular season standings. So the fact that the PHL were determined to put games in places that don't have PHL teams, or in arenas that are in the market of that team but not their team's arena, out on it, they are the neutral side games. They are so committed to that. We think there's going to be at least 9 this season. Don't quote on that. Don't quote on that. I think there's going to be at least 9 this season, which is good. We know the location of all of them. Don't say their name. We know who's going to be hissy fit if you bet get a team. You said the name. You stupid dog. He just said don't say the name. You. You SoCal bastard! You just said don't say the name! You just said the name! What's happening in the room? You just said the name! Didn't we also play Boston there? Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot the Kings and the Bruins had a neutral site game there. So did we. so did we. So now I thought, oh, I forgot that. Because we don't normally play Boston during the pre-season. No, you don't. You normally play me. You didn't play me this year. Instead, I had to get sodding Utah. But, yeah, so, but, yeah. Oh, God. I don't like the reasoning why they who shall not be named are trying to get in on the action because they lost the Nordiques. Move on! It was 30 years ago! Next year. 30 years next year. Still, it's 30 years. Move on. Yeah, move on. Move the fuck on. But it was good because again, like how YouTube was increasing that global market reach, the news site games grew the awareness in North America. And I know there'll be some people who will look at these nights and think, well, could they get a team? Could they get a team? Could they get a team? And I do sadly think that's what we're going to get this year with all neutral site games. You'll be like, are they going to have a team? Are they going to have a team? Will they get a team? Thank you, Oprah. Well, she's too pricey to try and do a pop drop. So's Taylor Swift, that's not something Toronto. Well, yeah. It was really good. Although, I think the distribution wasn't done fairly. Oh, yes. Yes. I don't think we're ever going to let the Takeover Weekend debacle go. And rightly so, because I mean, I got the idea behind the Takeover Weekend is how they wanted to have games in all 60s play in NHL facility. But the XR Centre is our primary home venue. So for us, a neutral site game is where you do it in the arena that is not the home arena for either side. Yeah. So you can do neutral site games in a team's market, like Montreal did, but if you're playing a game in a team's primary venue, that's not a neutral site game because the Frost play there full time. Yeah. And what I found really annoying was how they picked a weekend where all 60s were going to be in play. Yeah. If they picked a weekend where not everyone was going to be in play, that was fine, with fair dues. But they picked a weekend in March where they do all 60s were in action, and neither of us had our teams in our home barns. No. Kingsville road trip, Sharpeville road trip. You checked. I did. You checked. Colorado, which we kind of tip as their potential expansion market, that they weren't playing in Ball Arena. You could have done it, but they did not. Right. And the Takeover Weekend actually was a real success. In fact, the Takeover Weekend was the only time in the PWHL last year that we watched someone else's games. Yeah. In the PWHL, we only stuck to watching our Frost games. The only time we watched someone else's was the Takeover Weekend. Yeah. At the time, it's for the Detroit but brilliant because we had like a very early evening our time game, and that meant we could just immediately went straight to Detroit afterwards and just split the feeds up. We did, yeah. Over. I was really impressed with Detroit. I was so impressed with Detroit. Detroit came out. Pittsburgh, we weren't impressed of. So if Pittsburgh gets the expansion team, well, I will throw a hissy fit. Never mind, throwing hissy fits, I'll throw one. Because I don't think Pittsburgh deserves a team. They've not proved to me they deserve a team. There you go. Yes, you had that. You also had the Stetson, Le Victoire host neutral site games in their respective LT's barns, and they basically outdrew one of them. basically, who's got the bigger cock? The biggest record ever. Montreal 1 month later. Oh my soda. Do we think that's gonna get beat from the Bell Centre? No. No. Unless they go global. So unless they take us to Europe, ain't gonna. No, it's not. So right now, Detroit's got the biggest one in America, and Montreal the biggest one in Canada, and overall. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see when it does go to Europe. It'll be interesting to see where they go and look at how big their arenas are, and then go. Are you feeling lucky, the Victor? You feeling lucky? Are ya? Are ya? Are ya? Are ya? The American record technically should still belong to us because we are a member of the league, whereas Detroit was a neutral site game. But hey ho, hey ho, hey ho. So yeah, that. You also had the Sirens play 2 games in New Jersey, which drew the Sirens' biggest crowds for that year. So talk about big cocks. But of course, that's now their primary venue. And we did get one. We did get one. It was in, I forgot what the area is called, but it was at the home of the Minnesota Gophers, where quite a lot of our players started out of. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So we did get a neutral site game. It's just compared to the other teams, ours was not really a big one because we got to be in a university campus and they played in the rest all played in actual NHL barns. But yeah, at the time of recording, no other neutral site has been confirmed apart from the one in Quebec and at the Senators' home. No, we are keeping an eye out. But yeah, so I'm surprised we've not done a video of where would like news games to be. Well, we'll see. That could be something season 2. But yeah, but the news games were great because that just showed how serious the PHL are to want to grow the league and not stick to the traditional market. Because I think the problem with the NHL is they only just stick to the markets they're in. They don't want to try and further. Because in the NHL you could afford to do this. I mean, in the NHL you get 41 home games a year. You can afford to give up 2 or 3 of them to go and play a neutral site game. Whereas in the PWHL, you only get 30 games now. That's 15 home games. And everybody gives up at least 1 or 2 of their home games. So the PHL could do it, but the AHL's got to do it. Yeah. And maybe that's how you get to still stay connected to particular areas in the NHL that you've lost. Yeah, but you won't do it. Yeah. There's a lot of things the PHL have done that the NHL just simply won't do, and that makes the PHL a better league. Absolutely. 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 Right. So we've been on for well over an hour now. Is there any other things that you want to mention, or is there any things you'd like to see change or improve before we wrap this up? I've got one. Oh, I think I know what it is. Go on. Merchandising's got to improve. I knew you were going to go there. 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 Now, during the World Cup finals, the PHL did admit that one of their problems for this season was merchandising. It was. For starters, everything only goes up to 2XL. Which means I'm fucked. Yeah, George is a 3XL minimum. Yes, I have to go big sizes. Yeah, because unfortunately, I buy a comfort more than. So there you go. Well, you need to be confident in what you're wearing. Exactly. So that means you gotta go baggy. You go baggy. It's not gonna do anyone else harm. But But I agree. Yeah, but the PHL admitted that merchandising was an issue. They've not fixed it! No, they've not fixed it! Not fixed it, no. Nope, because you still can't ship anything overseas. It's really pissing me off. I might need to try again and contact the league about that. I tried on social media, it didn't work. I'll see if there's an email address I can maybe find and contact about that, because we did say on the Team Name and Brand Rebuild show, we did say it was now imperative that we have frost gear in my wardrobe. It was fine. We were fine last year. Because none of these teams had brands or names, so it didn't matter if we didn't have any PHL gear in our wardrobe for last season. Even though we didn't win the World Cup, we would have loved to play some championship gear. I know. You should be wearing a championship t-shirt right now. I know. It's wrong. I know. And we did say it was imperative because now we've got a name and brand. We want to represent the Frost gear. And because I'm not sure if sports season realise this, but us fans, we're not just fans. We're also ambassadors for our teams and the league we're in. Especially for sports like hockey and baseball that are not big in the UK. Whether I wear hockey gear or whether I wear baseball gear, I feel like I'm an ambassador for that team. So I feel like I am an ambassador for the Sharks, I'm an ambassador for the Barracuda, I'm an ambassador for the Ballers, I'm an ambassador for the Phillies, and I'm an ambassador for the Frost. And if people look at that and think, well, what's that? I can then tell them and let them know what it's all about. And that gets more people aware and maybe involved with this league. But you're stopping that. Because there are people all over the world who want to have gear. They want to represent their team with pride. And the league is stopping it. Because right now, they're only shipping to the US and Canada. But they can go into their team stores and buy them! Yeah. I mean, it goes back to what Plura was saying about watching games. In US and Canada, you've got options to go. Whereas here in the UK, we've not got those options. So really, the shop should be geo-blocked to international fans only, because we can't go out to these team stores and get them. No. And we're trying to find you some online sites that you can make your own gear. Because if it gets to it, we're gonna have to do it. Yeah. But that is something I'm going to be literally on the PWHL's heels about this year, because I'm sorry, it was fine last year, it didn't matter. We were fine not to... Okay, obviously when we won the World Cup, we would like to have had some championship gear, but hey ho. But now we've got names, now we've got brands, we're going to be literally like a dog on the bone, no offense. None taken, no. But we're going to be like a dog on the bone with this league. Get international shipping made, because there is some great stuff on the PHL shop. Problem is, unless you are a US or Canadian citizen, you cannot buy it. In fact, anybody who's international viewer, try and see if you can and let me know if it's worked or not. Because if it's worked for you, then maybe it can work for us. So if you are somebody who's not in the US or Canada, you're involved with all these 60s, go and try and buy something from the PHL shop and see if it's worked. Or not. Get in touch with us at pebblerainpodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, but we're going to be... I'm giving the league until the end of this... until the draft next year. So, obviously we don't know where next year's going to be. But I'm going to give the league until next year's draft to get international shipping. Otherwise, I'm going to make my own gear. Yeah. And if they don't like it, well, actually on your own head, but you should have been like... Shit. We want the jersey! We want our jerseys. How gorgeous are our jerseys? They're stunning. They are genuinely good. They are, and we want them in our wardrobe. That's going to be hard. Yeah. Plus, we don't know when we're going to get to Minnesota. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to Philly next year. So you put the hockey off for this season. You might be doing it next season. We don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think the earliest we might be able to get to Minnesota probably will be 2026, because if it's how the league's starting now, end November, we're probably not going to get to Minnesota, probably maybe early 2026. Yeah, it's just like, yeah. So we in this country, we can't afford to wait until we go to Minnesota to get Frost gear, because we don't know if A, we're going to go, or B, when we're going to go. But I bet you that's what's going to have to happen with regards to Jersey, because you're not able to find jerseys online elsewhere. It's not on. It's not on. So yeah. So all this season, I'm going to be a dog on the bone with the PWHL about international shipping. Okay. And if we get to the next year's draft, wherever that is, and whoever gets to pick the first overall pick, if by then international shipping has not happened, then I'm making custom gear, and on your own heads be it, PWHL. On your own heads be it. Do they realise how big of a global brand this league has become? They've got international fans. Why are you stopping them from wanting to represent their team with pride? Because the more people you can get in gear, the more people can go out there and promote this! Yeah. That's one. Any others? No, I think that was the main one that really needs to be said. Even if it is a fiery topic. I don't think I can do anything. I think everything's been covered. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, so there you go. So the whole, a very, just to finish off, a very successful first year for the PWHL. Yeah. A long may continue. We start on a high. Now, normally in life, that does then mean the only way is downwards, but hopefully not the case. Hopefully we're going to be able to build what was a really successful season last year, and we're going to grow and grow and grow and grow. It's going to feel a lot different this year. Oh, it's going to feel so different this year because everyone's now got names and brands. So it's going to so even though this is year 2, and of course for us we've been involved with this league since day 1, it might kind of for the first few weeks might feel like it's year all over again, because we're getting used to seeing Frost jerseys, we're getting used to seeing Fleet jerseys, we're getting used to seeing Charles jerseys, we're getting used to seeing Simon's jerseys, we're getting used to seeing Scepter's jerseys, we're getting used to seeing the Victoire jersey. She got all 6! I thought you were going to slip, but I did too. She got all 16! Yeah, it's going to feel weird seeing these names and brands in action, but then probably get to maybe end of February. Be fine. Yeah. Be fine. But no, it was a successful season, and I just hope that we just can build on it and it doesn't go. Like you said, it's a downward spiral now, isn't it? Because pride comes for a fall. I hope that will not be the case. No. Right, it's been a really successful first season. And of course, we are now literally just 24 hours away from the start of year 2. 48 hours away from raising our banner and defending the crown. But, yeah, so yeah, it's been a really successful first year. So we wanted to do that just to highlight what it's been like for this first year. We're not going to do this as an annual thing. No. But we wanted to do it for this year, because obviously this year gone by was the first year as a whole. But, yeah, so there you go. So let's close the book on year 1 and roll on year 2.